Hey there and welcome to this February 2022 astrological forecast. I've had some recording issues, so I'm a bit late with this one. Like always, I'm leaving timestamps in the description below for you to be able to jump to whichever week you want to focus on, whenever you want to do so. We have a new moon in Aquarius on the 1st, manifesting in a strong need for emotional freedom, which is amplified in our social pursuits. This is a time in which we tend to crave connectivity, creativity, and innovation. A new moon is believed to be a period for starting anew, for planting our seeds for the coming lunar cycle. This new moon is extra special as it is also the beginning of the lunar year, so Happy New Year to everyone out there who celebrated. Now is the time for actions that introduce new energies and new perspectives into our lives. It is time for clearing out our minds and maybe also our environment so we can grow. Mercury has been in retrograde for a few weeks now, leaving us feeling like things in our lives are seemingly moving backwards instead of progressing. Mercury has been transiting through the sign of Capricorn, so we might have also felt a pull towards methodical thinking. But because of Mercury's retrograde, there might have been some more struggles than usual when it comes to actualizing your desire for structure. Mercury will go direct on the 4th, while still transiting through the sign of Capricorn, unblocking us and allowing for an easier flow in our thinking and communication. February is starting us off with a hell of a lot of Aquarius energy actually. Apart from the new moon, this week will also see a conjunction between the Sun and Saturn, both currently transiting through Aquarius. This translates to us feeling very much inclined towards hard, diligent work and discipline, while being more open-minded as well. A good transit to reassess our current projects and to try to think outside of the box. February's first week holds a lot of potential astrologically. You might get some sort of recognition for your achievements or promotion. You might also feel more decisive and assured of yourself this week, feeling encouraged to achieve certain goals of yours. There might also be some feelings of competitiveness and offensiveness though. Your confidence might be enhanced, but make sure to work through frustration and anger instead of allowing your feelings to negatively affect others. This week is all about allowing yourself to go with the flow and allowing for new currents to carry you to clearer and stiller waters. Following right on to the first week, the second week this February is potentially all about work. We might experience almost random bursts of energy and creativity, with our ideas being in some way almost groundbreaking. Aquarius is the ruler of the 11th house, the house of friendships. Being still in Aquarius season at this point, we might have more social interactions than usual, or at least feel a need for genuine and enjoyable conversations. We might feel more attractive and eccentric, carrying the confidence we had in the first week into the second. On the 11th, there is a strong emphasis on our intellect. Our mental activity might be more logical, intense, and focused than usual. We might be more efficient with our tasks and thoughts because of these energies. Stay wary of not getting so obsessed with obtaining a certain outcome that it causes you frustration and disappointment. When you face challenges, let your intuition guide you, as your intuitive abilities might be increased now, leaving you with a deeper sense of knowing. If you have been feeling like you've been kinda just floating around last month, especially this week, that might change. We will have access to a sharper sense of ourselves, where we are and where we want to go. The second week ends with Mercury moving into Aquarius on Valentine's Day, only adding to our hunger for knowledge and our openness to fun, new, and inventive perspectives and experiences. Your ego might be causing you issues during the third week. You might have been pushed to sacrifice a part of your ego, something you have identified with for a long time that you can't quite let go of yet. Releasing this part of your ego will lead to long-term growth. We have a full moon incoming on the 16th in the fixed fire sign of Leo. This February full moon is also widely known as snow moon on the northern hemisphere. With the moon in Leo and the sun in Aquarius, there is a polarity coming up between all that is personal to us, our self-expression, our ego, and all that is impersonal, social and circumstantial. You might struggle to balance between what you want and what you think others might want for you. Apart from the full moon on the 16th, we will see a conjunction between Venus and Mars, both transiting through Capricorn. This suggests a more creative, passionate, expressive and dynamic energy during this time, impassioning our social relations and creative expression. Expressing yourself creatively might really help you to stay balanced even more now. 2 days later on the 18th, the sun moves into Pisces. Pisces energy is altruistic, imaginative and dreamy. Consciously using our subconscious to problem solve and manifest is favorable among these energies. You might want to journal your dreams, or maybe even try affirmations, meditation or hypnosis. A sextile between Jupiter and Uranus might also open us up more to new energies and attitudes. We are asked to deal with our emotions rather than act on them impulsively. Spending time by yourself could really help you deal with your shadow aspects, parts of yourself that you don't really want to accept or acknowledge. Processing through these thoughts and emotions could end up being very rewarding. Extending a hand or being charitable is also encouraged during this time. The fourth week is bringing February to a nice close and also giving us the last date for a while with this many twos. We might find new inspiration now and benefit from a stronger sense of intuition. We are really being encouraged to enjoy ourselves this week. It's an excellent period for opening up communication with others, to socialize with people who we feel connected to. We tend to be softer than usual and more willing to listen. It might be easier now to be altruistic and compassionate, as we are able to have a more zoomed out perception of life. These social interactions have the potential to be quite healing, in terms of healing yourself and helping to heal others. Apart from that, anything that helps us get any pent-up energy or creativity out is very much encouraged. It's generally a great time to be creative. There's a lot of inspiration going around now. On the 24th, we see a sextile aspect between Venus and Neptune, likely making this a lovely day in terms of romance and relationships. Venus is currently residing in the sign of Capricorn, a sign which is all about commitment and long-term goals. In connection with Neptune and Pisces, commitment and pleasure are now encouraged to come together in perfect bliss. There might also be an increase in our sensitivity and sensuality. Maybe your day for romance this February won't be the 14th, but rather the 24th. In case you return to this video by the end of the month, maybe you could leave a comment to let me know how that turned out for you. Towards the last days of the month, we see a square between Mercury and Uranus, leaving us feeling possibly more scatterbrained than usual, with an increased need for excitement. You might basically get bored or easily distracted when a certain task is too repetitive, so be aware of that. You will end up being more productive if you allow yourself to not get distracted and to stay focused on one thing at a time instead of 100 things. And that's that for this month's forecast. Thank you so much if you made it up to here. I hope this was helpful to you, and I'm sending you loads of positive energy this February. Let's all make this an awesome month. My name is Anara, and I wish you a blessed day.